All right, the last major plot type that I want to talk about is a pie chart. So, you always see pie charts all the time. Just trying to give you some different types of things to contemplate when you're deciding how you want to communicate. So what a pie chart is doing, it's something we see in business all the time. It gives you the ability to understand the proportions of a single piece of data. Okay, it's pretty helpful. So that's what a pie chart is, right? It just kind of gives us an idea about what's bigger, what's smaller, etc. So in this case, when we're talking about the data, the values of X are 1, 2, 3, and 4 for a total of 10, right? So there's 10, right? This pie is going to be 4 tenths. This one's going to be 3 tenths, 2 tenths, 1 tenth, right? So it's a total of 10, all right? Therefore, 1 represents 10%. All right. So we're going to use plt dot get CMAP. Oops. This creates a color map. The colors are blues, but we are shading them from 0.02 to 0.07 over 4 observations, or 4 groupings. Playing with the colors. Using this code line would be interesting to try. Right? Get out there and have some fun with it, right? The .pi identifies the radius and center and the line width and color of the edges. Again, continue to play with these things too, right? Keep playing. All right, so here we go. Last one on plot type. So making the data. This is as simple a data as I can make, right? This is the simplest. So found, it's a cell. Here we go. So X is going to be equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. The end. I made the data. Okay, colors are going to equal plt dot get CMAP, right? So I'm defining colors. Go get the map. I want you to go get blues, and I want the line space, or np dot lin space, to go from 0.02 to, let's see, I did it again, 0.2 to 0.7 with the length of X. Okay, so that's my color shading. All right, so I've got my colors defined and I've got my X defined. Play with it, right? Okay, so now it's making the plot. Okay, what do we start with? Fig AX equals PLT dot subplots. There we go. All right, getting the hang of this. All right, so now AX dot pi. We want to do a pie chart for X. Colors are going to equal colors, right? So this is the definition. Now, here's the thing you could have done, right? One of the things you can do is you could have taken all of this and put it colors equals that. But I've defined it up here so I don't have to have all of this in this line of code, right? So this is a way of defining something and then putting it over here, all right? So colors equals colors. The radius, we'll make that equal to 3. The center, we'll make that equal to 4 by 4. So we want that's where we want the center to be, 4, 4. Let's do, oops, sorry, I want that comma here. Wedge properties is going to be equal to squiggly bracket, line width, line width. That's going to be 1, comma, edge color. We want that to be equal to white. Okay, beautiful. And last thing, we want there to be a frame, and we want that to equal true. All right, again, that's another parameter to mess around with. All right, and let's get our tick marks, right? We're going to use the same set that we've been using. Drop those down here, beautiful. And last but not least, we want a PLT show our plot. Okay, so let's make the data, right? Look at our data, how fun. There we go, here's our data. I've got my colors, an array of float of values, right? I've got my data, X, 4 variables, there they are, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's put in our cell designator, and we're going to run this cell, we're going to run this plot. So let's take a look at what our plot's going to look like. Oh, it already did it. I guess I ran, see, it ran it all the way through, right? So I'm just going to delete that. It didn't happen. So when I ran the cell, it ran the entire cell, ran everything. So we're going to run this plot, and there we go. So here it is, right? Going from lighter to darker, right? So it's going from 0.02 to 0.07 for each one of these X. Right? And it's giving us a ratio of what proportion this particular pie chart has. Okay? Play, play, play. Right? This is playtime. Right? It's a way to quickly take your data and make it memorable, make it better communicated. So this is your opportunity to get creative and be creative as a business analyst.